All right, let's do some review here. We have a topographic map with a bunch of symbols on it. The number 1, the asterisk is labeled with the exact altitude of 116 feet. This symbol is a benchmark. The difference between contour lines is 20 feet. The difference between lines is called the contour interval. The difference between the two houses is 40 feet. The difference between two locations is called the relief. To do that kind of thing, all you do is you take the elevation of the higher place and you subtract the elevation of the smaller place, the lower place. Just a simple subtraction is all you need to do. The rightmost house in the contour is labeled 100. This house right here. We follow along, it's at the 100. The number is the elevation of the house, or in other words, the altitude, elevation. The bridge and the church are on the same elevation of 100 feet. There's the church, there's the bridge, 100 feet on that. The line labeled 100 is a contour line. The west side of the map shows the land is steeper than the east side. And we'd say that the gradient find the gradient of a slope if the road goes 115 feet horizontally and 23 feet vertically. So we make a triangle and we label this 23 and 115. So that just helps me see things, because what I do is I take the rise, the up and down part, divided by the run, which is the horizontal part, and then we multiply by 100. So take your calculator and multiply and divide that out. I don't have a calculator handy with me right now, and so I'm going to let you do, well, here's one. $23 divided by 115 times 100 is going to be 20. 20% gradient. Okay. Option B, draw and review. Draw a topographic map that is of a hill that's steepest on the west side. So something kind of generic, sort of like this. Notice that on the, we have north, south, north, south, east, west. Never eat soggy waffles. West side on the left. And notice that over here, we have on this section right here, the lines are closest together. Over here, they're more spread apart. And so that's why we say the west side is more steep. Number 3, draw a topographic map of a hill that goes from sea level to a height of 350 feet. Make it with a contour interval of 100 feet. Show the symbol for a school at an altitude of 250 feet. Find the relief between the top of the hill and the school. Okay, so a hill that goes from sea level to 350 with intervals of 100. Okay, so here's sea level. Label it 0. Here's another, and let's see, the interval is 100, so we go up by 100. And then we have 200. And then 300. Okay, and then the top of the hill would be a half a step more, half of 100 would be 350. Show the symbol for a school at an altitude of 250 feet. Oh, I gotta expand this a lot then. School is a box with a little flag above it. There we go. Find the relief between the top of the hill and the school. Okay, the relief is the difference in heights. So we just take the 350 and subtract off 250. And we get 100 feet as the relief. Draw a triangle to illustrate a slope with a rise of 300 and a run of 150 feet. Find the gradient. So the gradient is the rise divided by the run times 100. And let's see here, 30 divided by 150, that's going to be 0.2 times 100 is going to be 20%. Notes, we can tell which way a river flows by looking at the contour lines along the riverbank. Obviously, rivers flow from high elevations to low elevations. So just by looking at the contour lines, see which way the numbers decrease. And the river flows in the same direction. So which way will each river flow? North, south, east, west, northwest, northeast, southwest. Okay, so for number 6, we have, here's the river. Here's a 50, here's a 100. So the river goes from the high numbers to the low numbers from X to Y. That's going to be south. Number 7, here's the river here. And here's one number that I can see where it crosses, and 200 is up here. So that means that 200 is like over this way somewhere. So it goes from high numbers down to the lower numbers. This is going to be northeast. Number 8, Fish Creek is right here. Here's an 800, and the 1,000 is here. So way up here, this is right around 1,000 over there. So it goes from high numbers to low numbers. That's going to be to the east. River speeds, as you'd expect, the steeper the grade, the faster the river will flow. When the contour lines are close together, the river will be going down a steep grade and will flow faster. So refocus on today's purpose. I will practice the skills needed for the quizzes, finding altitudes, relief, and gradient. In today's lab, we will extend the topic of gradients to calculating the speed of model rivers with different gradients. The equation for speed is equal to distance divided by time. And we'll use that in the gutter lab. That's all.